On the news tonight, Federal Road Safety Corps warns against recruitment scammers. Selection process of new Awujala of Ijebu land yet to commence, says Olorebi of Ushebiwa ruling house. Good evening and welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. I am Fatima Hassan and here are the news in details. Nigeria is strengthening peacekeeping missions, deepening cooperation and impacting on defense institutions. To speak with one voice, which is expected to be driven by investment in cyber defense, as investment towards the defense of the continent. President Bola Tinubu, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, stated this at the opening of the African Chiefs of Defense Summit 2025 in Abuja. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jubrila reports.
African Chiefs of Defense Staff are in Abuja to discuss ways of combating contemporary threats to regional peace and security within the continent, with collaboration in strategic defense top on the agenda.
The nature of warfare has evolved. The threats of today are asymmetric, digital, and often invisible. Our response must not be less dynamic. We must invest in cyber defense, artificial intelligence, and indigenous military innovation. Africa cannot remain merely a consumer of technology. We must be creators, innovators, and owners of the tools that secure our tomorrow. I therefore urge this summit to explore avenues for defense industrial cooperation, collaboration, research partnerships, and African-led solutions to African security challenges.
Today, 9 of the world's top 15 contributors of UN peacekeeping are African nations, African troops, all active in Somalia and CAR and the DRC. So we are not only recipients of support from the international community, we are contributors of that support. And without African leadership, there would be no effective peacekeeping.
Il faut lui demander doublement où en Afrique. Il dira le pays.
Nigeria ready to explore areas of collaborations, and this platform is expected to provide opportunities to share intelligence, border safety management, regional stability and security, with plenary sessions on border management and regional security in Africa, challenges and prospects.
This summit reflects our belief that no single country can secure the continent alone. We must work together, sharing intelligence, aligning doctrine, and building trust among defense institutions.
This gathering offers us a rare opportunity to forge a unified front. It is a platform to harmonize our doctrines, strengthen interoperability, and build enduring trust among our defense institutions. We must therefore seize this opportunity to craft a new architecture of African-led security cooperation.
Combating terrorism in Africa, the imperative of strategic defense collaboration, and leveraging artificial intelligence for regional security in Africa, challenges and prospects are also part of the discourse. In Abuja, Abraham Jubrila, NTA News.
Investing in intelligence educational programs ensures that national security professionals are not only reactive to crisis, but are forward-thinking architects of safety and resilience. Those were the words of the Chief of Defense Intelligence, Major General Emmanuel, to the leadership course in Criminal and Security Agency Intelligence Management, Course 6, at the Defense Intelligence College, Abuja. Defense correspondent Olajide Bello reports.
The sophistication of security threats and asymmetric warfare demands not only technical expertise but also strategic vision, ethical leadership, and a deep understanding of intelligence principles. By promoting modern leadership principles like emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and ethical decision-making, the course strengthens coordination between law enforcement, intelligence services, and national defense institutions.
The need to re-strategize through effective innovation and foresight to combat this myriad of insecurity for enhanced national security cannot be overemphasized.
We shall explore operational integration on how intelligence can effectively preempt threats, inform field responses, and support mission planning across all security
agencies.
Our vision is to create a convivial environment for intelligence managers, security stakeholders, citizens, civil society organizations to assess the level of intelligence structure that we have.
The program also emphasizes inter-agency collaboration and intelligence sharing, which are often hindered by outdated training or siloed approaches. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
The foundation branch of the Fushebuwa and ruling house of Ijebu Ode says the process of selecting the new Awujale of Ijebuland has not commenced. The Olorebi of the foundation branch of the Fushebuwa ruling house, Agunshebi quarters, Ijebu Ode, Otumba Abdulateef Owoyemi, who disclosed this while speaking at the quarterly meeting of the branch held at his residence in Idowa. Odugbolu local government warned interested contestants to be vigilant of being duped by fraudulent elders in the ruling house. Anthony Gadeno has more.
Members Otumba Abdulateef Owoyemi, who led the 5-member Elders Council of the Fushebuwa ruling house, said the day's quarterly meeting was postponed till 40 days after Fidao of the late Awujale to honor the revered monarch.
To welcome new members and to brief all our members, all that they have been reading on the papers and in the media.
He said, emerging as the Oloriebi of the foundation branch through appeal court judgment in 2013, he is optimistic that upcoming August 31st, 2025 unification meeting at Tunwashe Hall will lay to rest every division created by the power tussle among elders of the family.
You will see it next Sunday when we have a meeting at Tunwashe Hall. Yes, you will see it. I don't want to make any comment beyond that. All those who want to be there and will resolve all the issues, inshallah.
He warned interested contestants not to plan any evil against one another, adding that no contestant should seek redress in court after losing the contest but concede to family settlement. Over 35 descendants, home and in the diaspora, were also accepted into the family, and oath of secrecy was performed on them. Otumba Abdulateef Owoyemi also used the opportunity to caution the public against paying attention to a purported list of candidates currently circulating on social media, describing it as non-acceptable and ingenuine. He, however, announced to all Ijebu at home and in the diaspora that the selection process for the next Awujale of Ijebuland has not officially begun, adding that any prince from the Fushebuwa ruling house, Agunshebi quarters, obtaining any interest form from anyone without his consent as the authentic Oloriebi is going against laid down rules and regulations and also at the peril of such person. He emphasized that together, Fushebuwa ruling house will uphold the dignity of the traditions and culture of Ijebuland in presenting a candidate of reputable character. In Ijebu Ode, Anthony Gandonu, NTA News.
Resource persons on Good Morning Nigeria have added voice to the reignited debate over Nigerians' proposed revenue sharing formula. Despite divergent views, they agreed 33 years after to review the revenue sharing formula to integrate realities. Lydia Sampson reports.
Complexities between federal, state, and local governments on revenue sharing formula cautioned that the proposal must be driven by a robust data conversation across the country. Proponents for the increased federal funding argue that the central government requires more resources to effectively manage national projects, especially additional organizations created by legislation and security.
Revenue mobilization and fiscal commission to do is come to what the Constitution says. You shall take care of the account of the population, the functions of each arm of government, and the cost of collection. Okay. And then let them come up with the challenges of each arm of government.
Conversely, advocates for states and local governments emphasize the need for greater financial autonomy to address grassroots development and local challenges directly.
They're going to consult. They're also going to use a lot of data. The National Bureau of Statistics, was also there. They use a lot of data, and they're also going to benchmark peer countries and seminar federations. So he also gave a timeline.
We should also have a way of checking ourselves, not waiting for Transparency International to also, release some of this data. Why can't we have a framework that we check ourselves and say, if we're doing well, what are the gaps? If we're not doing well, why are we not doing well? What are we learning?
The underscored calls for a balanced review to ensure equity and efficiency in resource distribution. They want more awareness about fair formula as crucial for sustainable growth and improved public service delivery across all levels of government. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
A new chapter begins at the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, as seasoned media executive Rotimi Richard Pedro officially assumes the role of Director General. The Director General takes the helm of Africa's largest television network, alongside newly appointed executive directors, following the appointment by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Charles Afa reports.
The dawning of a new era, and this media guru will lead the way, illuminating the path into new digital transformation that lies ahead. With a legacy of innovation and decades of experience in broadcasting and media rights, Rotimi Pedro steps into the role of Director General with a vision to modernize NTA and reposition it as a global force in public service broadcasting. After a brief meeting with the executive directors, he emerged, addressing senior NTA staff in a spirited meeting that laid out his ambitious roadmap for the organization's future. For a man who has had his media days with NTA, this is a familiar threshold. Understanding the gravity of the task for him means staff must understand that the digital landscape, repositioning it to adapt to the modern evolution, isn't just the only priority for the largest TV network. Scaling the desired skill sets to evolve the revenue landscape, leveraging digital platform with the kind of asset that NTA possesses is a vision that staff must run with.
It's important that we understand the gravity of what we are faced with. The media landscape of today is transforming by the minute. The media delivery platform is changing by the minute as well. What's relevant today may not be relevant tomorrow. So NTA as a national asset needs to be up to the task. The society itself is changing. Cost of living these days is not what it was many years ago. So we're hoping that we will be able to look into the welfare a bit more and see how we can raise morale of the staff, everybody across the board.
We all remain committed to ensuring that this vision is achieved because it's to the benefits of all of us.
With the new DG coming in at a time, NTA is upgrading its equipment for improved digital content. There are high hopes that this will mark a major turning point. The DG, Rotimi Pedro, after meeting with the senior staff, went immediately to inspect NTA's vast equipment.
So what I've just seen today just strengthens my belief in NTA's ability currently to be able to meet up with the challenges ahead. The vision is to be able to transform NTA digitally, and I've seen enough equipment on ground. Though we need to actually upgrade a few and make it more relevant to the modern broadcast era, but there's a lot that I have seen today that gives me confidence that the vision of digital first can be accomplished.
Rotimi Pedro, a seasoned media entrepreneur and sports broadcast executive from Lagos State, is the founder of Optima Sports Management International, which distributed major events like the FIFA World Cup, UEFA Champions League, and the English Premier League across Africa. He replaces former DG NTA Saliu Abdul Hamid Dambos. He was not the only one that was appointed by President Bola Tinubu that assumed office here today. Karima Bello is the Executive Director of Marketing. The Executive Director News, Steladine Jacob, replaces former Executive Director Ayo Adewi, while Sophia Issa Mohammed is the Managing Director, NTA Enterprises Limited. Charles Alpha, NTA.
You're watching Nta Ijebu Ode at 7. We'll be going on a short break. Please stay tuned.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? Is your UTME score 140 and above? Then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Thanks for joining us. The Federal Road Safety Corps has expressed concerns over the increasing activities of fraudulent individuals, including some posing as staff of the Corps to extort unsuspecting members of the public with false promises of securing them employment in the Corps. The Corps, however, wishes to categorically state the FRSC recruitment processes are transparent, merit-based, and strictly communicated through national newspapers, television stations, and the Corps official channels, and at no time do the Corps mandate its personnel or representatives to demand money or any form of gratification from applicants in exchange for employment. Members of the public are therefore strongly advised to disregard any such offers and report perpetrators to the nearest FRSC command, law enforcement agency, or through the Corps official communication platforms. Another round of empowerment to Nigerian women with the disbursement of business recapitalization grants of 50,000 naira each to 500 women petty traders in Lagos. At the ceremony where she was represented, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu called for more collaboration and platforms to empower women. State House correspondent Adene Taiwo reports.
At 62, Winifred Amanzi has transited from a life as a teacher to a petty trader selling melon seed, the most she could do in her condition. The business is small, but the desire to grow it is strong. She is one of the 500 women petty traders in Lagos who benefited from the provision of 50,000 naira business recapitalization grant by Renewed Hope Initiative and Tony Elumelu Foundation, along with a matching grant of another 50,000 naira by the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
Since they have given me this money, definitely instead of buying 2 paints, I will use it to add another 3. I will add another 3 paints. You understand? Making it 5. At least if I sell it, I will make a bigger profit. It's a renewed hope to me. It has worked. It's not that it's going to.
When a client asks you that, do you have this particular plate, and I say I do not have, they feel like, oh, sorry, we could not give you this job. So once I have this grant, I know that yes, it could just make me enlarge my business. It could make it get those things that I feel I want to get. And from there, I pick it up and now making the business much more broad.
I'm going to add to my tools, buy materials for hair, buy materials for pedicure, and also.
Represented at the ceremony by wife of Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu says, in the shared vision of building a prosperous Nigeria, there is a need to always collaborate and innovate for the empowerment of women.
It's about supporting the entrepreneurial spirit of our women, traders and small-scale business owners who wake up each day determined to provide for their families, educate their children, and uplift their communities. Let me emphasize that this is not a loan, it is a grant and a seed of renewed hope to help you recapitalize your existing business.
I urge you to embrace this support with determination, channel it into productive ventures, and become true ambassadors of women's empowerment.
A free medical outreach was held for the beneficiaries on the sidelines of the event. In Lagos, Nta Ijebu, NTA News.
Now we offer tonight on our English update. Join us tomorrow for more interesting stories and stay tuned to our Yoruba caster, Adetoyeshe Adedbenro. Have a pleasant night rest.
Oh, what a wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now, admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply. Or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.